back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it was family day today. I don't know how Sundays became fucking family day. I had nothing to do with that. But apparently now Sundays is a day where we spend some time together as a family. I thought we were already spending enough time together as a family, but no, we need to allocate a full Sunday to it, which I was going to make my rest day. I was going to make it my no family day. I was about to float the idea of not seeing them at all on Sunday. I was going to say, how about you all leave the house, treat yourself, have a fucking great day, do whatever you want, and I'll just stay home in bed doing nothing. Honestly, how much do you need to see your family? What is the perfect amount of time to stay with your family? I know it's not every day. Even soldiers coming back from Afghanistan who haven't seen their family in like 9-10 months, after 2 weeks of just family time, they're like, this is a lot. This is a bit much. This is worse than fucking Kabul. So it's definitely not all the time. It's not every day. And it's not never either. You don't never want to see your family. What's the fucking point of having a family if you never see them? Is it a couple of hours a week? Or a day? It can't be a couple of hours a day. A couple of hours a day, like full hours, just sitting there trying to answer 5-year-olds' questions while trying to get the fucking baby to stop crying. A couple of hours a day doing that will drive you insane. This is what I mean. You need a big community to raise kids. You need a lot of family and friends around as a buffer between you and murdering the kids. Because if it's just you and the kids in the house, eventually there's going to be murder. Or you just sit them on a fucking iPad for 12 hours a day. That's the only way you can parent in the modern world. Here in India, there's like 4 or 5 layers between me and the kids getting to me. There's their grandma, there's an auntie, there's a wife, there's friends, there's a fucking dog. And still the kids get to me about twice every 10 minutes. With that many layers in between. In Melbourne, there was no fucking layers between us and the kids. It was just direct contact all the time. But we had childcare there, so we could dump them there for like 8 or 9 hours a day. Pure bliss. Except for that time they shut down childcare for like 3 months. That was a dark, dark period. And the other cool thing here, it's just like back in the day, like the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, 50s. You just fucking kick your kid into the street and there's just kids everywhere. They're all just tearing around on their bikes as little gangs. And everyone in the street and the street around the corner, they all know the kids. So everyone keeps an eye out. It's great. You just kick the kids into the street. Even the baby, just let the baby out. Who gives a shit? Someone will pick her up. And then you just fucking relax until one of them comes back bleeding and screaming and crying. So anyway, it was family day today. And my wife, she has a very short memory. She thinks family days are like blissful for some reason. I know they're not. You get like a good half an hour if you keep them really occupied with really like exciting entertainment. And then after that, it's just a nightmare. And the thing is, my wife gets way more stressed than I do. So she's highly strung most of the time. Anyway, we took the kids to some fucking plaything. Family day is also only about the kids as well. It's not about the parents. It's not what I want to do. It's what will entertain the kids. So we took them to one of those like play zone places where you play the shitty games and get the fucking shit tickets to win a shitty prize, and then it ends up costing you like $50 to get a shitty pencil or something like that. One of those places. It was called Time Zone when I was growing up. I don't even know if there's time zones left. But let me tell you this, the Indian version of Time Zone fucking sucks. Even after we won like 2,000 tickets, e-tickets they were, you don't even get the fucking cardboard tickets anymore. We won like 2,000 tickets, which was like 40 Australian dollars spent. 40 Australian dollars on these stupid fucking games. The kids loved them. The baby didn't know what was going on. I fucking destroyed my wife in air hockey. I had to play left-handed in the end. It was too embarrassing. And I was holding the kid. It was a humiliating defeat for my wife. And I didn't even want her to enjoy the game. I just wanted to crush her. I just wanted to absolutely crush her. So anyway, back in the day when Time Zone was around, That's the funnest part. You've got all these tickets, then you go to the fucking counter and you trade them in for like a fucking pencil sharpener. A full week's work for my broke dad, gone in an hour and a half at time zone for a fucking pencil sharpener. So we get up to the counter and there's not even a fucking pencil sharpener. It is fucking no good there. It's just like stickers of Indian men. I don't even know who the men were. They were just guys. Could have been the cleaner, the time zone cleaner. There was like action figures like Superman, Batman and all that sort of shit. But they were so shit. Like their faces were so mangled. They didn't even look like Superman and that. My kid was like, nah, I don't want anything here. There was nothing there that he wanted. I'm like, you're getting something. He's like, I don't want anything. I'm like, you're getting some slime. I'm getting you some fucking slime. Some toxic blue slime. And he's almost crying. I'm like, here, play with that. So once we left there, it's over. The kids are fucking amped. They're tired. They're hungry. And me and my wife want to go to dinner. It was meant to be lunch, but we were so fucking late, it ended up being dinner. So we get to dinner and we sit down and everything's nice. And my wife orders a beer. And then she says, you know what? It's probably my favorite thing to do now is just have a beer with my family. I find it so nice, just all of us together. And I'm drinking a green tea going, yeah, it's fucking great. I love it too. Then as soon as she said that, the baby started crying. She wouldn't settle down. My kid's running around the joint screaming, imitating the fucking baby crying. He's hopped up on an Oreo smoothie. The baby's throwing shit. My wife's trying to feed her. She's throwing her food on the ground. Then the baby does a giant shit. A giant shit. It takes my wife fucking half an hour to change a fucking nappy. The whole joint's stinking out. I'm stuck there with my son asking me just the fucking worst questions. You don't understand how bad the questions are 5-year-olds ask you. They are fucking the worst. He says yeah at the end of every question as well. So it sort of like triggers you to think of the answer, which there's no real answer. He's like, it takes 9 years to build a house, yeah? And I'm like, sort of like if it's a big house, it might take 9 years, but you can build a house quicker than 9 years. And he's not even listening. I don't even know why I'm answering the question like that. He's just waiting for the next question. Has it been 2 weeks since I've been to the swimming pool yet? I'm like, no, it hasn't been 2 weeks. We went to the swimming pool yesterday. Why am I even answering these questions? I can't continue answering these questions. So my wife gets back from the toilet and she's frazzled now. The baby won't stop crying. The fucking starters haven't even got there. So we're like 45 minutes away from fucking even getting out of the joint. My wife's 4 beers deep now. She doesn't care about the kids anymore. But she's like, I don't know why I said that earlier. Fuck this. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Fuck this. And by the time we got home with the baby screaming and the Indian traffic, I think my wife will be cancelling next Sunday's family day. Fingers crossed. Fuck family day. You should have family day once a year, the day after Christmas. You all go to the Boxing Day sales together. That's it. Anyway, that is it for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, keep sharing it around with your degenerate fucking friends, and I'll see ya the fuck later.